Hello and welcome to another edition of the How to Grow Your E-commerce Business podcast. I'm here with the Hello Rep team. Guys, would you like to introduce yourselves and tell us a bit about your product?
Of course. My name is Yoav Oz, the CEO of Rep AI. Um,
And I'm Shauli,
and
CTO, co-founder with co-founders.
So tell us
great.
about your product and how did you get the idea for it?
Of course. So the idea started after I sold my previous company, and pretty much I was thinking like what to do next. And in reality, what I was doing is doing online shopping for like 3 months. Then I realized in those 3 months that 99% of the time that I see a great brand or great product on Facebook, TikTok, one of those ads, and clicking on it, coming to the website, I'm not buying the product. So I start asking myself like, why I'm not buying the product if I like the brand or the product? And then I realized that the e-commerce didn't change in the past 15 years. It's kind of IKEA catalog with a search and menu. When we as the consumers change and technology change, um, I'm not going to spend like 10 minutes reading about a type of coffee with a new brand that I saw that have like 100 types of coffee. Like I want someone to tell me if it's good for my machine, um, if I would like it, someone to talk to. And this is how we came with the idea of Rep. Um, when I asked Shauli, that is my best friends, we know each other for more than 15 years, um, if he have the same problem, and he agree. And then we talk to more friends, and everyone asked us like, wow, if you can give us something that, or some tool or platform that can we talk to and advise us and guide us to buy what is good for us, it will be amazing. Like the same experience that we have in brick and mortar, but for e-commerce with technology.
Okay, so am I right in saying so? It's like a chatbot. I mean, what kind of give us an example of the kind of questions that people would ask it, or the kind of the use cases.
I can tell
Basically,
you. Okay,
go ahead.
yeah, surely go ahead.
So basically, I think our magic is that we developed a machine learning algorithm that is able to detect when a customer is being disengaged during their shopping activity. So once they're on the website and looking for products, at some point they lose interest, and therefore you know that on average 98% of the traffic on the website don't buy. So
Yeah.
what we do is we're able to detect that traffic, those 98%, and we're able to approach them in real time. And the way the AI approaches them is also with the context of where they are in the funnel and what they've been doing. So for example, if they've been searching for a few, let's say pairs of shoes, the AI would approach them and say, hey, I saw that you checked out our shoe collection. Do you have any questions? Can I help you? Can I help recommend any? And the whole idea is that AI notices that they're disengaged, approaches in real time, and gets them engaged in a sales conversation in order to increase conversion rate and get them to buy and buy more. So the
Sure.
types of questions we see is product recommendation, or types of help, product recommendations, answer any specific product related questions, and also upselling.
Okay, so what kind of businesses does this work best for? Because I'm wondering, why does it work for companies with larger catalogs? Are there more things to recommend?
So Trevor, it's a good question, but I asked you something like that, like when you're coming to a store and need a salesperson, like any store almost need a salesperson. You agree? If you're
Yes.
like opening a store, yeah. So
Ideally.
A brick and mortar
ideally,
store. You'll
a
never
brick
hear
and
of a
mortar store,
Yeah.
of course, like a brick and mortar store. But when you're coming to a store, like there is a good experience of a salesperson and a bad experience of a salesperson. The
Yeah.
worst experience that you can have from like a salesperson to any type of a store, okay, it's when you're coming to the store and he's jumping in and telling you, hey, you, can I assist you? And you're like, oh, hold a second, I just came in, like, let me look around, like, yeah, chill. Exactly. But a good salesperson will see from where he came to the store, what you're doing inside of the store, what shelf product you're holding in your hands, and in the moment that he will see you a little bit confused, holding a product and doing like this with your head, like searching for help,
Yeah.
this is when he will come in. He will have all the data of where you come, what you're doing, what you search for, what you're holding, and what you're looking to have, and he will know exactly the context of your problem, so we can assist you. And then he will think, wow, this was a great salesperson. He checked if I have points, if I want a discount, I need the pricing, what colors I like, and for what I need those kind of shoes. this is the best salesperson that you can have. Now imagine it for e-commerce, for any type of store. It will be great for shoes, fashion, even real estate. We have one of those clients. For fragrances, like everything. So basically building a technology that fit for any brand, because it's kind of mimic the salesperson, the amazing salesperson in a brick and mortar, but for e-commerce.
Mm-hmm. So okay, so so I'm just imagining, so do you take into account where people are coming from? Because if they're coming from, say, Google Shopping ad, then they've seen that one product and they might just, get that product and buy it. But if they've come via the homepage, maybe they're a bit more kind of browsing. Does it take that kind of thing?
It's also if they came through a certain campaign, if they went through a Google ad, Facebook ad, versus they came organically, if they're returning customers versus new customers, where they are from in the world, what time of day, everything is being ingested, and the AI knows all about it in order to craft the best opening line to re-engage them in a conversation, and in the end to sell more.
Okay, so
it's also not only on the website; it's also on Facebook, on Facebook, on Instagram, helping with DMs. Also going to be soon on WhatsApp. So it's not only on the website.
So what do you mean by that? So it'll be able to send messages via WhatsApp and to Facebook, or?
It's so merchants said, today merchants are using multiple channels, not just their website, but also WhatsApp for Business, and also DMs on Facebook and Instagram. And today our solution is able to be on Facebook and Instagram, and also on WhatsApp.
Okay, that sounds interesting. So what kind of businesses does this work best for? What kind of retailers?
So as you have said, it works for everyone. I would say it works best for any for large catalogs. So any apparel brands that sell large catalogs, or for very sophisticated items, luxury items that you have as a buyer, you have more of doubts regarding buying those high price items. And also items that are complicated, such as electronics. The specs are very complicated to understand. You might have questions. But also, if I'm taking another example, also for furniture, home and garden, you might want to ask about, how do I fit this bed in its dimensions? How do I fit it in my bedroom? Things like that. The AI knows all about it, can tailor the recommendation or tailor the conversation to give you the best item that will match your request, or even match what your preferences.
Okay, so I'm thinking, so how do you get the best out of the system? So I'm just thinking, obviously, if you've got, I'm imagining that if you've got better product descriptions, then that enables the AI to give better answers. So how do you get the best out of your system?
So the best way is to, first of all, we're a plug and play solution. You don't have to do much. You just have to plug your store, your Shopify store, and the AI already takes all the products, the collections, goes over all the pages and ingests that information. Plus, you can also add your help center and many more. You can add more files. So if you have any instructional files that you give your employees to read, your support agents to read, so you can ingest them too. And then the AI knows all that information. The AI comes with all that information. The best thing about it is that the AI has no limits to its knowledge. So the more you add, the better it gets.
Okay. So do you have, I know, forgive me, I'm not the world's greatest expert on AI, but I know that, from my own experiences of baiting ChatGPT, that sometimes it can give quite bizarre answers, or just, kind of your so-called, hallucinations. How do you avoid that with your system?
So we implemented guardrails straight from the get-go. Basically, something that we learned on our own flesh. So we saw things that happened once I think we deployed the beta version around 2.5 years ago. And what we saw with our design partners is that the AI was hallucinating. The AI was saying things that were, I would say, not appropriate. And then we implemented guardrails, and we have another layer of AI that actually goes over the conversation, flags conversation before they actually being sent to the customer. So the AI flags bad conversation. And what we do is train the AI to be able to represent the brand in the best way. So it will never talk about competitors. It will never suggest anything else besides the products in the store, and it will serve the brand. That's what it's there to do, and that's what it does.
So if I was to go on and say, "What do you think of Donald Trump?" it would say, "I'm sorry, but that's that's above my pay grade."
It would, yeah, I would say something like that. I'm sorry, don't get into political, issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what kind of performance are you seeing? I mean, obviously, yeah. What kind of just how do you measure the success of this product?
So if you think about it, basically like today, the brand spending a lot of marketing. A lot of the revenues go to drive traffic to the website. Because we are proactively approaching people that are about to leave the websites and know what is the context, and this is where we're engaging with them. It's meaning that we're approaching only to visitors that shopping around, looking like what we call shoppers, not customers, that looking to shop. So we're recovering some lost revenues that they already have, like they pay for the traffic. So it's very easy to measure that because the chat, well, I think the only solution or one of the few that have add to cart and checkout is side of the chat, and we're only approaching to people that are about to leave. We're showing everything on the funnel. We're trying to be very transparent. So we're showing the conversation. We're analyzing the conversation. We're telling from where it happened, in what devices, and we're showing the amount of people that we interact with, and how many and what was the conversion rate from the people that we interact and ending to buying. We usually, in average, see 50% conversion rate from people that are about to leave the store. That reflecting
Is that 15
between
or 50? Sorry, 50 or
1
15?
5, 1
1
5,
5. Okay.
1 5. Yeah. When we have like AI specialists inside of the company that helping to optimize the account and everything, but we're also giving the brand like the missing information from the questions that people had, where brands that figured out that they need to add description to the product or change policies, pricing, and things like that. So the added value directly is around like 15% conversion rate, 1.5. It's between 10 to 20% uplift in sales, and usually 90 to 95% reducing customer support tickets. So
Okay.
when you combine both of them, is between 20 to 30x ROI on what they're paying to us.
Okay, so we're saying, okay, so you say there's a kind of 10-15% increase in conversion rate. Is that just on people who are leaving the site, or is it across the whole site?
So we're focusing on people that are about to leave the site, but if someone want to approach and to use the chat to buy, it's happening also. So in total, we have some brand that saw increase of like 30% in sales after the first month. That is free, by the way.
So you cut down on effectively cutting down on abandoned carts or abandoned,
No, it's more than abandoned.
It's more than that, yeah.
Abandoned carts is just the end of the funnel. But imagine all the people, all the shoppers that go into the website from, could be from a Facebook campaign. They go in, they get to the homepage or they get to a product page. They look at it for 10 seconds. They don't see what they don't see what they're here for, and then they leave. Imagine someone comes in and saying, "Hey, maybe this is not the right product for you, but maybe I can show you other items. Would you like to see some?" And then we re-engage them to conversation. So this is not an abandoned cart because they never added something to their cart.
Okay.
But this is a lost revenue, potential revenue that we re-engage.
Okay.
Surely, if I can say something, Trevor, this is what you said. It's great because this is like what we called inside of our company the old terms. The old terms were like exit intent and abandoned cart. When the website built kind of like the old website that you have like a menu in search, I agree. Abandoned cart is the last step when someone is almost convinced when he shopped and everything and got to the last step. Okay, exit intent is like the old way to see the mouse going across the screen. But with technology that you have today and the ability to talk to someone, the flow change. You can talk to someone in the home page and give him the guidance to buy the product from that. You don't need to get to the cart. They can buy from the chat. From the homepage, if there is someone that can help him in the right time, in the right moment, and know the context of the problem that he have, we don't care about the name of the person. We care about the problem that he's having, and it can be in every step in the funnel of the e-commerce. And with AI, it's really changing. Abandoned cart, of course, it's an important step, but it's not where you need to be. It's like the lowest traffic is there.
So you're basically increasing the conversion rate at every stage of the funnel.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. So do you see any? Okay, so it's conversion rate. What about average order value?
Same thing with average order value. So one of the things that AI is trained for is increasing the basket size. So it's doing that by multiple ways. If you're adding a product to your cart, the AI can offer complementary items. The AI does that also in multiple stages of the funnel. So let's say you added something to your cart. Now you're looking for other items. The AI would jump in saying, hey, you're looking for your next item. Maybe I can offer things that go well with X. X is what you have in the cart already. And again, trying to push that average order value up.
So tell me also, because I'm thinking, I think you mentioned the customer service requests. Would you see a reduction in the number of customer service questions that people are sending?
So we work in both ways. One is to increase conversion rate, increase average order value. The second is to decrease customer support tickets. Because the AI is front-facing and talks to customers along every step of the funnel, as you said, the AI is able to answer any questions they might have. So less questions get to human agents in the end. Less tickets are open for the help desk. So,
can it also help after sales? So would it have the information to say, okay, see, where's my order kind of stuff?
So we do things like, where's my order, cancel order if you had a last minute regret, change order address if you put a wrong zip code or something like that, helping with returns and exchanges, all that. The AI takes care of that.
So do you also have any details about, are they, and they're just thinking more kind of fluffy measures, like, are people happier with the products when they get them, or are there fewer returns? Do you have any data on that?
So we do measure CSAT. So we measure, the AI asks customers after every conversation, ask customers if the conversation was helpful, and we do show that the CSAT score, customer satisfaction.
Remind me what the CSAT score, customer satisfaction.
Yeah, customer satisfaction.
Yeah. See that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've got a slightly spotty question for you. Sorry, you want to say something?
Yes.
Yeah. So also, like, the AI is tailor-made for the brand. So the tone of voice is the tone of voice of the brand. So if you're selling like a Renaissance product, you can make the AI to sound like a Renaissance guy. So it's very tailor-made, and the tone of voice it's fits for each of the brand. And another thing is that it's important to say that you don't need to have like a few AIs. It's like we're one platform with one AI for the shoppers to the customers, helping with the shopping, but also after that with everything that related to the product that he bought. And if any one of the brands is working with a help desk, it's great because it's integrated to the help desk, because we believe that a human need to be in the loop. In any case that the AI don't understand something, there will be a human to answer that, and the AI can learn from the answer of the human and to be smarter after that.
So does it work with things like Zendesk and the...
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
We integrate with the
we-
major players in the help desk section.
We partnered with them, that we are like very complementary to them. So basically, like, we believe that in 2-3 years you probably will use only AI, but now to have a human in the loop, it's important.
Okay. So here's a slightly spotty question for you. Does it pass the Turing test? Would I be able to tell it's not a real human?
Yeah, of course it does, and it's funny. We see that, or our merchants see, and we see that together. That some of the conversations, a lot of conversations, they have no idea it's an AI, and they think they're talking to a human. Some of our merchants actually change the name of the AI deliberately to say it's a human. They would give it a name, a human's name. They won't say, X's AI. They would say, they call it Sheila. Okay, and all of a sudden the AI gets a human face, and the shoppers will never understand, will never know, because it speaks in such a native, natural language that it basically simulates a human in 100%.
Cool. So I've got some questions now about the kind of future of this technology. I mean, do you see that chat and search are combining? Will we get rid of the search bar and just have a chatbot in future?
So, who is the people that using the search usually?
Who do I think searches?
Yeah.
Looking to answer a question and find a product.
So it's usually people that bought a product already but don't like the navigation of the website, so they're searching the name of the product to get like very quickly to the product that they bought before,
Yes.
or similar product to that in different color. usually. And it's not a lot of the traffic in the website. It's a very small percentage that using, by the way, the search. But for new customers, okay, that coming and something like our AI approaching proactively, and helping them to find, not to search, to find and guide them to the right product. Yeah, it's kind of like replacing it. It's the same as Google and ChatGPT. You used to use Google for like to search for something and then to do a research, and now you kind of using ChatGPT to do the research and the search combined together.
Okay.
I think people today are looking for summarized versions of, and someone else to get their thoughts about what they want and get them what they want without them having to search, see some products, refine the search again, see some more products, refine the search again, and having this iterative operation. They would much prefer talking to someone, having a conversation, and that someone gets the preferences from them, asks them for their preferences, and shows them limited amount of products in the end, and saying, "This is what I have for you. I think you're going to like that."
So what about so getting back to say the shop, we call them shop assistant in the UK, right? Your sales assistant, right? In a sales assistant in a shop, you would say to them, look, I want you to push this particular brand, and we've got loads of this, and we want to get rid of it, right? Can you do that with your rep?
You can actually.
Is that ethical? It's a question, but
so you will never, as a shopper, you will never get something you didn't ask for. You'll never ask for a black shirt and all of a sudden get a red shirt. That's not going to happen. But
so this shirt looks good on you. You look great in red.
You know what? Yeah, let's go for it. No, but what? So you'll never get that if you're asking for a black shirt, because the AI's role is to serve in the end also the shopper, right? To give the shopper the best experience, serve the merchant, but assist the shopper in the best way. But what we allow the merchants to do is actually promote certain products. So if they promote certain products, those products, if they fit the criteria, those products will be pushed first. That's true, but they will still fit the criteria.
Okay. So, can I just get your views, just free form, on the future of e-commerce? Because you've obviously thought about it and you think that this, what is the future of AI in e-commerce?
So we believe that e-commerce is now like one of the industries that's going to shift. We already see that like our product taking over the mobile screen, and we see people prefer like to talk in mobile than to explore in mobile. It's making sense because basically, it's a small screen. So it's easy to talk to someone and see the product and to guide you to the right place than like to using the navigation or search. But we believe that in a few years from now, it's kind of going to be like the first screen. If you remember, like 15 years ago, you had like mobile first. Everyone like said that you need to move. The first movers to mobile were like have the mover advantage from the desktop and adjusted the website to be ready for mobile. So the same thing is now happening in AI. Like the first brand that implementing AI to be first are the one that getting like better CX, getting better results, see better in revenues. And we believe that in a few years from now, mobile going like the web going to also help you in brick and mortar stores. I believe that, Trevor, you're going to come to a Nike store in 5 years and you will see the salesperson very busy, and he will come to the Nike store on your mobile. We will jump in as Rep AI, and you can ask whatever you want, like what is the best marathon shoes, and it will tell you to go to the second floor, third shelf, and it will tell you have 200 points to use, 20% discount if you can use this shoe. And by the way, we have a new color that's going to come tomorrow, because it will use all the technology that you have online, but in a brick and mortar store, and the AI that's going to help you will be from your phone and not like a device in the store.
Like a companion, in-store companion.
But isn't that going to be okay? So I'm going to go online in a few years' time, right? And it's to a certain extent happening already. I can go to ChatGPT and say, look, I want to buy a coffee machine. What's the best coffee machine? So it's going to be, and then they're going to take them to. Is it that the whole bit is going to be taken off the website into a kind of a bigger, a model which has researched multiple websites? How's that going to interact with what's going on the website itself?
So it's funny you say that, but that's that trend has been happening a long time ago. Okay, it's called Amazon.com. What you were referring to?
True, or indeed Google search.
Or indeed Google search, yes. But still, the direct-to-consumer trend actually in the last couple of years has only gone up. So it means that the necessity for visiting branded websites or branded stores has only gone up. So the trend is, again, going that way, and we believe in the future it's even going to go stronger. So what you would get is conversational AI on the website, and this is what we're providing for our merchants.
Okay. So tell me, guys, where can people find you online and learn more about your product?
So first of all, visit our website, hellorep.ai. And for all the listeners of this show, we offer a 25% discount on all subscriptions. You can find the link with the discount in the show notes later on. We welcome all of you to come and try us out. We provide 30-day free trial, by the way, so you don't have to commit to anything before you try it.
It's an app on the Shopify store. Is it just Shopify that you support, or other platforms as well?
At the moment, only Shopify, but in the future, we'll expand to other e-commerce platforms.
Only
Excellent.
Shopify, multi-language, like supporting on the languages and supporting social, soon WhatsApp, and of course, websites.
Excellent. Well, I'm a big fan of Shopify. I don't know why anyone uses anything different, frankly.
We too.
Of course,
Yeah. Us too. We're also big fans.
Guys, it's been really great finding out about you. Thank you for coming on the show, and it's been really great talking to you. Thanks very much. And good luck for the future.
Thank you, Trevor.
Trevor.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.